All right, we're going to talk about the Billboard project. I want you guys to look over all this information. It's really helpful and it'll help you guys out with your design. Here is information on our project. Yeah, so the first thing is to research. Research your client. You guys can pick one client and do 2 billboards of that particular client, or you can do like one south of the border and one Jimmy Choo. Okay, it's up to you. Start with 6 thumbnails. 3 design principles. Okay, I've already started my document right here, but research-wise, I like to put as much stuff into my file as possible. And these are the design principles. These are going to keep you guys on track, and once you guys start designing, you're going to find that, oh my gosh, it's accidentally part of proximity, or oh my goodness, that is a pattern. So don't worry, you're going to find principles within your artwork before you even know that you are working on that particular principle. Okay, so I like to bounce back and forth between text or quote ideas and imagery. I'm going to start off by creating our document within Illustrator. I've already created this one, but I'm going to walk you guys through how I created it. Okay, I'm starting a new document. We're going to use pixels. I'm going to make this 858. And this is going to be 242. Landscape, yep. RGB, yep. This should be at 300. Create. And then your document will look just like this. Okay, but I've already done that. All right, so I started doing some research. My fake client is Skittles. I'm not going to use one of your clients because I want you guys to be creative and use your own imagination. But a lot of these are really cool. Make sure you read this extra information. When a client comes to you and says, oh, we want bright patterns, do what they say. It's not, I mean, you're going to get paid more probably. All right. Okay, so I've started this new document. I have a bunch of information. I pulled their logo from the web. I just went like this, Skittles logo. Images. Once again, I'm going to use this tool button and choose large. That's going to give me either high resolution imagery or sometimes vector. Like this one right here, I think this is the vector one, which is super trippy and weird. So I'm just going to drag and drop that right into my file. Beautiful. That was pretty huge. I have that one already. Okay, so the next step, I will probably go look up Funny because their main quote is taste the rainbow. I'm going to start looking up rainbow quotes short. I'm going to start looking at some cool short quotes like that's cool. It's by Maya Angelou. And whenever you guys pick quotes by a famous person, you're going to either have to switch it around or you're going to have to give them credit. And 9 times out of 10, if you're working for a large company, you cannot use someone else's quote because you'd have to pay them like $1 million to use, their quote. Alrighty, so I'm going to start looking up some cool text, some cool words for my billboard. Remember, 7 words or less. Let me jump back here. All right, so you guys know how to do research. These people right here, Dillon Motor Speedway, they want a logo refresh. All right, so if you love logos, this might be the one for you. So that's how I do it. I'm going to be uploading more pointers in the next week. Here are some of my designs that I worked on with my in-person 142. I will upload these ideas into our folder. But this gives you an idea of some different ways that you can blend imagery and text, okay? And remember, your job as a designer is to take text and link that text with imagery, right? Okay, so say my client is Skittles. I'm going to link something skittly to the text, right? So Skittles has this new gummy Skittles that's new, I guess. It says Chew the Rainbow. I thought that was pretty cool. So a bunch of mine are about chewing the rainbow. This is going to give you an idea of how to make little shapes on the side. Like this banner at the bottom is super popular and easy to do with billboards. The most important thing is that your text is legible, okay? Text is legible. That's why we use a lot of shapes or dark space behind white text. That's why that is happening. Sometimes it looks kind of lame, but within billboard advertising, that's a really good way to have your text pop. We'll walk through some different types of getting your text to look good on imagery, but this is one way, all right? So I've put a gradient fade behind this text, and that makes my text a little bit more legible. Without this fade, when you're driving by at 80 miles per hour, but I never go that fast, you're not going to be able to really read this. Also, when in doubt, zoom way out. That's going to give you a good idea of what your billboard is going to look like for your clients who are driving by. And remember, that's really who you're aiming this ad at, the people on the road. All right, so I will post this. This will give you a little bit more inspiration to go by. But the most important part is do your research, get your logo down, and read the information about each client. Talk to you soon.